good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is in the world when you are listening to this. So, I've decided to come into an ancestor reading today. Y'all want to hear it? I know you do. I've been feeling the cold. And so I'm grateful. Now I've already done a prayer. Set my intention, set my alignment for today. So we're just going to go with the flow and see what the ancestors want to say, see what messages want to come through. First of all, I know that whether you call them your ancestors, your guides, your spirit team, your angels, whether you call it God, whether you call it the universe, right? Whether you call it, there are so many different terms and labels that underlyingly, energetically be referred to as the same thing, or we're sort of talking about the same thing, but we give it a lot of different labels. And that's sort of the energy that I'm getting as well, generally. There are a lot of things in life, not just ancestors, but a lot of things in life that have an underlying meaning of the same thing, but we label it different things. And then for people who are different or move and operate different, let's say whether different races, different cultures, whatever, we tend to think that they're saying something completely different, or they're wrong, the perspective is wrong, when in the reality they may be even saying the same thing but just saying it a different way. But because you don't understand what it is that they're trying to say or the underlying message, you're taking it a different way because you're perceiving it through your lens. That's literally like anything in this life, right? We perceive everything through our lens, through our perspective, through our own experience. So anything that we've been through, our brain will lock that in because our brain has a reticular activated system. Thank you, work academy biology. And it literally helps you to focus on things and picks things out that you are interested in, or picks things out based on what it is that you tend to focus more on, right? So the example we were given when we were back in school was, let's say if you're interested in buying a rare car, you have this sudden interest in buying a rare car, you're going to start seeing that rare car everywhere you go. Even though before you didn't see rare cars, and it's not like the rare cars weren't there, it's just that now that your attention and awareness is fixed on getting your rare car, your brain is going to pick up clues and ways on seeing that rare car, and examples and faith and confirmation on the rare car, just bringing more things into your experience about what it is that you're thinking about. And again, that's how we manifest, that's how we create. We have a focus, we have an idea, and based on that focus and idea, our brain, our experience brings that into reality. Our reticular activated system starts to spot the different things that confirm that that thought is true. That confirm is a different word that I want to say. Maybe it'll come to me. But saying that all to say, that's how this life works. That's what your angels want you to know. That they are everything works together, right? Whether it's your physical brain, your spiritual brain, your spiritual ancestors, your spiritual side, everything works together. And the lesson for you right now in this space is to keep your focus, keep your attention on what it is that you want to create more of. Because there is a thin line between focusing on what you want. This is the message, thank you, Spirit. Focusing on what you want and feeling and being in the energy of what it is that you want, trusting and believing, right? So in focusing on what you want, I'm really just paying your attention to what you want. That's gonna be the first step, right? What is it that you want? Let's say it's a relationship. Let's say it's a marriage. Speaking from experience, right? what is it? I want to I want to be married. I want to have a husband, right? As many of us do. And at first glance, the focus might be, oh, a husband, right? So of course, I'm gonna start seeing husbands, marriage, engagement, right? Cool. But it's not just about having a husband or getting a husband, because people get husbands all the time and then they break up. I never wanted that. I wanted a lifelong partner. I wanted a life partner, a best friend, lover, homie, all of that in one. You already know. And I really had to it dawned upon me that in order to really be or have a husband, I have to be a wife, right? So what does it mean to be a wife? Really sitting with that energy, right? And what type of wife do I want to be? Not just being a wife, because anybody can be a wife, right? But I want to be the type of wife that I want. I want to be the type of marriage that I want to have. Like, you feel me? All these specific things. So this is what I'm really calling you to understand, or trying to get you to understand. We may have a surface level idea of what we want, but God, your spirit, your angels, your deepest soul knows the intricate details of what it is that you want. That is how you want to be, who you want to be, right? How you want to show up. And everything in your path, everything that is in your experience is calling you to that and creating you to be that. So this is your friendly reminder that when you are experiencing something that you feel was not made for you or not your preference, let that be your timeline shift, your zip in the matrix, your opportunity to pivot and surrender and trust and say, thank you, Lord. Because I see you know something that I don't. You saved me for something I don't. I don't know. Imagine you left 10 minutes late for work. Let's say you're running super late. Let's say you've been trying to be early for work for months, for years, right? And you're not even understanding why every time you try to be early, it's still not working out. No matter what you do, whether you're prepping the night before, doing this, doing that, right? Maybe there's something in that you're not going to see till months later. Maybe it's the fact that you kept trying, using your will, not plugging the vacuum in, not plugging into your source, not getting into alignment, and then, right, not aligning with yourself, but still being in this energy of, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, right? Pulling from that axon cup, pleasing people, pleasing others, and not stopping to think about what it is that I need, what it is that I need to be in order to be my best self and perform my best self. I'm running off empty, running off fumes, running off what I think others have said that works for them, what I think should be the way that I'm doing it based on what society's telling me, TikTok's telling me, whatever's telling me, mama's telling me, dad is telling me, whatever, right? When there is a God, there is an intuitive spark, there is that call within you that no one else can hear, that still, small, quiet voice. And that is the voice that we have to attune to. That is the voice that when we listen to it, everything else falls away and becomes quiet and just works out in perfect fucking harmony. That small, still voice that sometimes doesn't even make sense to our human brain, but so deeply we have a knowing. But sometimes we could just let our fear, the lot of thoughts, the anxiety overshadow and take over, because they're loud, right? Anxiety is fucking loud, right? Your fears are fucking As they say, the devil is fucking loud. Whatever you fucking, his thing shouting off in your face, my God. That calming, soothing presence that may feel fucking foreign to you, unfamiliar to you, and really that's why you continue to listen to defer, because it's loud, it's in your face, it's easy to listen to, it's right there, it scares you, right? It alerts you, it jolts you, right? And you hear somebody shouting and raising their voice, that got your motherfucking attention, right? That small, still voice might be so motherfucking foreign to you that you ain't even registering it in the back of your motherfucking brain. Because what the fuck, it might take you a while to even recognize that there's a voice there, but when you feel that discord, that's your reminder that there's something misaligned. There's another voice that's coming to you. There is a truth that is not being revealed. There is a glass ceiling that you are hitting. There is a limitation that you are not passing, that you are being blocked by. Connecting to that God, connecting to that spirit, aligning yourself, bringing yourself back to the hard truths of reality. The main hard truth that I'm feeling called to remind you about is the law of oneness, is the fact that since we are God, since God is us, since God created us, since we are extensions of Him, however you want to say it in whatever language that works for you, since we have all been branched off from the same atom, right? The same 80 AM or 80 AM, whatever you want to say, whatever word, language, frequency, phrase, sentence, story works for you, because it's all the same, right? Just literally differentiated and varied into different preferences that fit our beliefs and our cultures and our experiences. But it's all the motherfucking same. It's all the motherfucking same. You know how many different Santa Claus they have around the world and different stories they have for Santa Claus around the world? You know, I found out today that KFC, Colonel Sanders, is actually an Asian man. He was an Asian man that avatared himself as a white Southern man because he knew that would sell his chicken. And I also heard in the same video that the Asians back then in those times, I want to say KFC came out sometime in World War, I don't know if it was 1 or 2, don't quote me on that, but whatever time it was, apparently the Asians had learned the fried chicken recipe from the motherfucking blacks. We all love motherfucking fried chicken, but all this, like, and it's crazy. What I took from it was that we really may not know what really motherfucking happened, right? Ooh, oh, disgusting. We really might not know what's gonna happen. The sun flips out. And it really don't matter. It really don't matter what the real story was. But how do you feel about the story that's being told? Because we may all have different truths, right? But how do you feel about the story that's being told? How are you feeling when the story is being told? Your story in particular. Because that is the story. That is the motherfucking story that matters the most. That is the story that is shaping your life. That is the story that is manifesting and creating everything that your reticular activating system is picking up, which you are experiencing, which you are manifesting, right? That was a good motherfucking thank you. So now at this time, I just want to pull in any ancestor channel messages, any ancestors that want to come through and share anything at this time with anybody here in the collective. older gentleman, very frail, and this looks sad all the time, and this looks like he's sad all the time, with like very wrinkled and like sort of saggy skin a little bit. Almost looks sad all the time. But I'm getting he's not really sad. That's just like his resting sad face. And when you talk to me, his smile is almost giving me like this theater mask where it's like sad, but then when you talk to him and he's happy, like that sort of smile. Even I see some like hanging eyelids, and I'm sort of getting this like, I don't know if he had a dog that sort of looked like him, like one of those long-eared, I don't even know what type of dog that is, you guys, but I'm seeing some grandpa with that sort of dog, whether he had a dog or not. And the dog literally has like that same like resting state face. And I'm getting that dog was very motherfucking amazing. And it wasn't really, I think he sort of like mailed it to your grandpa's energy. Maybe your grandpa got this dog as he was a senior. I'm getting that he got this as a result of his wife passing, his loved one passing, as sort of like a companion. Or maybe they got it just before they passed, and like this is like the last of her that he has to hold on to. So now this dog is his baby, is the only thing that he's caring for now. Could be rich, or very well off, or at least comfortable. May have been in the war, may have served some time. I'm getting the energy of like he has lived a long life and worked very hard, and now he is very much earned his rest and earned his comfortability. Yeah, I'm getting very much like a militant type of vibe, very much routine, very much everything in order, house in order, has his routine, wakes up, eats his breakfast same time every day, whether it's one boiled egg, a bowl of oatmeal, whatever it is, same breakfast, same weekend routine of, getting to the market or whatever, right? Very much in his routine, and very much, in the I don't want to say prime of his life, but, in the retirement stage. I'm getting he used to love a good, like, joke. He loves a good joke and loves a good game, and loves his family and loves family time. Likes to laugh and thinks that laughter is the best medicine, which is ironic because of this sad face, but I'm sort of getting like towards the end of his life, he didn't really smile much. I think that's really what that is. Maybe towards the end of his life, he didn't smile much, and he felt like he had lost his zest for life or reason to smile. I think with the wife passing. And I'm getting like in his last days, it was sort of like counting down the days until he could see his wife again. Truthfully, like they were thick as thieves, thick as motherfucking thieves, and he's being strong for her. He knows that she's in a better place, and he knows he's gonna see her again. So he's just riding out the time, I think, where he was. But why is this one grandpa coming through so specifically? Is there any message that you want to share with the collective? Is there anything else that you want to share about yourself so that they can further identify you? I'm getting a gold ring, gold jewelry, but specifically a gold like wedding band. Could have been engraved. I am getting that gold band was actually given to one of the family members, one of you. Could have been something that you asked for, whether it was his or your wife or his wife's, but it could have been something that you asked for or that you hinted at wanting and he left for you, they left for you. I am getting the energy of being so organized, literally, that they planned their funeral. Literally, they planned their funeral so that the family didn't have to do any work. And when I say this guy was so, I'm guessing this in his last days, was so quiet into himself and so deeply understanding how life works, right? He was so content and so at peace. Yes, he dealt with like feelings of loneliness and feelings of sadness and feelings of grief, right? The human emotions, but his soul had an underlying message of peace and surrender and knowing that all is well. And I think he wants you to know that all is well and that he is well. I'm getting the vibe of passing away in your sleep. So maybe for some of you, he passed away in your sleep. Or due to unknown causes, we should say natural causes. Any specific channel messages that you want to say? I'm hearing yippee, I'm over the fucking moon. He didn't say fucking, I said fucking, but he said I'm over the moon. Like I literally see him jumping and like clicking his heels together. And for some of you, like in his last years of life, he was very much slowed down. But I'm getting like in his younger years, like he was vibrant and vivacious and very much the life of the party class clown. Always wanted to make you laugh, always wanted somebody to laugh. Like your family always loved to laugh. Anything more about you? Because you seem to keep giving things about yourself. I was wanting a message, but I guess I'm just surrendering. Are there any messages that you want to say? Anything more you want to say about yourself? Any messages that you want to say? I'm getting that when it came to like emotions and talking about emotions, this could have been something that was very hard for him. And it could be something that is very hard for you, whoever is listening to this message. And in truth, the only person who remotely had a clue about his emotions was his wife. And even that was hard in the beginning, but over time, you know, it just got easier and easier, and that was his diary. And I'm getting the message that you may be someone similar or something similar, in which you may not know how to express your emotions or even feel comfortable in expressing your emotions, or even have an example of how to express your emotions, or may not feel safe to, whatever the case may be. But he is here to just remind you and verify that his life, his wife, his bond, his friendship, his marriage was as a result of him taking that vulnerable step and being brave and trusting what God has sent him. He's saying that he knew. Okay, going back to that small, still voice, he had a knowing, right? But the anxiety and the fears was so large from, I'm hearing he might have even suffered from PTSD, and that may be something that you may suffer from as well. And PTSD doesn't have to come in the form of going to war. It can just come from going through a traumatic experience. And in going through that traumatic experience, thank you for bringing it all together. Again, if that's on your focus and in your mind, your activator system is going to be on high alert for any triggering situations, right? Or any signs of triggering situations. But God is here to remind you, your grandpa is here to remind you that that small still voice, that knowing that came before the doubt, before the fear, that thought, that feeling that you got, that knowing, before the doubt and fear decided to cloud you, it is true and you can trust it and it could be safe. 43, number 43 is significant to somebody. This is confirmation for somebody. This is a confirmation that you are able to motherfucking trust it. You can. It is safe to do so. And not only will this result in your marriage, but I'm getting that this is going to be a catalyst. This is going to chills. This is going to be an example of the smallest example, but it's going to feel big to you in that moment just because you haven't seen it play out like this in life as yet. You've been getting glimpses and hints and clues, but to see it actually play out, it is going to be the minimum of what God can do with miracles, with your mustard seed size faith. And that experience is going to be the catalyst, the anchor that is going to allow you to continue to walk with the lamp at your feet and trust God with whatever is going on. Everything that happened to you in this space, in this period, I'm hearing in the past 5 years, 4 to 5 years, it was building you, it was molding you for everything that you dreamed of, intricately dreamed of. The things that you didn't even know that you wanted, that you couldn't even register that you wanted. You had an idea, but you couldn't articulate it. You couldn't put it into words. You couldn't write it down and paint the picture if you wanted to, right? It wouldn't have did it justice if you did it on yourself, by yourself. And that's why God had to come in and remind you that it's over. And that was always the plan, right? It was always the plan for you to go off on your own so that you can feel how it feels to be on your own. So that if you so choose, when you so choose, you can motherfucking come back willingly and on your own. Because at the end of the day, we all have free will, we all have choice, which means that we can learn the God's will, and we could enjoy life and make it easy, right? Or we could choose to continue to perpetuate the hardness and the sadness and the difficulties and the challenges. And when I say perpetuate, I mean allow that to embody us and become our life. And sometimes that is what is needed in order to get to the next step. God makes no mistakes. Again, everything in perfect time. Everything has a season. There's a season for everything. So this does come as a reminder to say that if you are in that season, just hold on. Anchor your feet. Hold on. And it is motherfucking coming. Remember to sit in the vibration, to sit in the feeling of what it is that you want. And to make it more simple than that, are you feeling good? Are you trusting? Are you surrendering? Are you allowing yourself to let go, allowing yourself to feel ease, allowing yourself to feel scared but do it anyway, because you may feel a little bit scared but do it anyway because you know that God's got you? Are you allowing yourself to make mistakes and get messy? Are you showing yourself grace? Are you allowing yourself to surrender to the divine will? When you find yourself getting annoyed or irritated or struggling at how you're not showing up, can you pause and relax and reflect and take the time to thank God and say, you know what, God, I realize I'm doing it on my own. I realize that you're guiding me. I forgot for a minute, but thank you for the reminder. Let me come back into myself. Take a few deep breaths so I go align, because I know that that's the clearest way for me to even feel your motherfucking presence, feel the goodness of what is going on, feel the relief, and feel like I have the strength to carry it off, like you're giving me the strength to carry it, right? Even if I may not see it right now, I know I'm going to see the reason why. I don't have to know why, but I know who. Fuck, I don't know. I don't have to know why, but I know who. You feel me? And so I trust and I move. You consistently show me who the fuck you are. Consistently. And it's me who continues to feed into the fear because I got a little scared or whatever, right? I'm looking at the physical manifestations. I'm looking at what is being presented to me in the physical world. When I know you tell me, you confirm to me that whatever is being shown is nothing but a regurgitation of the past. It's ill energy. You can't continue to look outside because what's outside of you is already a regurgitation of what's in you. If you are looking to create something new, you have to look within you. Anything that you are seeing and experiencing outside is nothing but a confirmation, a mirror, a projection of what is already going on. It's to give you a divine mirror of what is going on within, right? So that you can take it back to yourself, to within, tinker it within, and it will show the divine mirror, your external reality, your 3D reality, your manifestation, your reticular activating system. We'll know it. We'll show you exactly what is going on here. So thank God for the divine reflection. Don't panic at what is going on because it is always changing. And the minute you surrender and trust and allow and get back into that alignment, back into that energy of flow and knowing that it is all working out, the minute you stop spewing the black minky is, the black inky mist all over the room, the fog begins to clear. And all you have to do is stop talking. Stop giving shit your energy. Stop feeding into it. Allow it to die. And allow something new to grow. Sunflowers are very much important. The color yellow as well. Circles. Someone may have done a Venn diagram recently in order to try to figure some things out. But you have very much got this, and you know you got this, and I think you just needed a little bit of a reminder. So I'm glad that I could be here for you. I'm glad that I could be a divine mirror confirmation for you, so that you already knew that you motherfucking got this. Because I need it too sometimes, and I love it sometimes, and it's okay. It's okay to receive validation and receive confirmation, right? Because that just, again, lets you know what you are creating. Everything is you, and you are everything. Stop fighting with yourself. Stop arguing with yourself. Stop resisting yourself. Stop resisting what you want. Stop resisting what makes you happy and what makes you what feeds your soul. Because that is the only way that you are going to feel the goodness, by allowing yourself to explore yourself and let yourself flow and let yourself be. Thank you for bringing everything around full circle. Thank you for the divine power that flows to us and through us. Thank you for the divine mirrors that allow us to see ourselves for who we truly are, the reflection of ourselves that it is that we want to perpetuate, that it is that we want to continue to ignite and feed into. I thank you for these divine mirrors that surround me and these divine collective that surrounds me and continues to pour into me. We continue to pour into each other and co-create with each other. And this beautiful dance, this beautiful life oh fuck, it just continues to feel better and better. And I'm just so motherfucking grateful to know you and to have you and to know our power and to be in our power and to stand in our power and to know that we are. Fuck, we are. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you for being on today. I truly enjoyed this message. There was so much that went on, and I'm so grateful. And it's allowing me to see how God really does use every motherfucking experience down to the bone for His purpose and for His good, for our purpose, for our good. Continue to be you and continue to walk in your light and walk in your path and watch yourself continue to light the way and be inspiration and ignite that passion in others, because we need it. The world needs it. The world wants it, right? But it doesn't know how to get it. We're so used to and comfortable to this reality that even though a lot of us don't like it, we just accept it and we succumb to it. So if you are watching this, you are a motherfucking trailblazer that was sent here to be that light for other people, to have something to hold on to look forward to be an example of, so that it is easier for us, for the next generation, for the next lot of humans, superhumans, to be here and to live in our purpose and to create on purpose and to create from a place of foundation and faith and trust and love. Faith, trust, and pixie dust. To be in that magical state, to accept our magic and accept our power and create on purpose with our power in divine harmony with each other. I know you see the vision. If you would. If you wouldn't, you wouldn't be here. Quite literally. Let's get it, let's go. I've also opened up personal readings again. The link should be in my bio by now, but if not, it will be in my bio very shortly. I love you guys. And I'm so grateful. And I love this journey that we're co-creating. I can't wait to see what happens next. I'm so grateful to just be here, truthfully, in this beautiful space, in this place. Thank you for watching.